Welcome to Own or Disown, where tech decisions are made easy.
Hi, this is Stephen from Own or Disown. Well, by popular request, I asked Acer if they could send me their Helios 18 gaming laptop, and they duly obliged. Now, this will be an unboxing, first look with a full review to follow, so make sure you do sub up to watch that video. But before we jump into it, a quick word from today's sponsor, Anker. Introducing the Anker Nano series, the fastest charge for your USB-C iPhone and everyday devices. USB-C powers your new iPhone 3 times faster than the traditional USB-A to Lightning charging. Anker Nano, seeing is believing. Now search for Anker USB-C charger on Amazon or via anker.com, where you can buy a wide range of chargers. Power banks, cables, charge faster, charge smarter, charge safer, charge greener, and in fact, charge anything, anywhere. And wait, there's more. Use a coupon code ANKERTB to get a whopping 20% off any of their Anker lineup. So check out the links in the description for more information on where to buy it. Alright, so welcome back. So, in the box, you get a neoprene, big 18-inch carrying case. That's nice to have. That's a good freebie. Now here is the box. As you can see, it's obviously a big box, 18-inch laptop. So as I unbox it, let me tell you about the specs. This has actually got the 4080 and an i9-3900HX. That's got the 2560 by 1600, 16 by 10 mini LED panel. Ooh. So that's going to be nice. It's nice and bright, up to 1000 nit peak brightness. That's pretty good. And it's simply got a contrast ratio of a whopping 1,000,000 to 1. It's actually got 1,000 local dimming zones. It's true HDR. It's going to be very good for HDR. And this has 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR5. It goes up to 5600. So I'm not sure that's what this has got, but it's got a terabyte SSD. It's got 2 slots, and this retails for $2,500. Now, you can also get a 4060 model and a 4070 model. Now, the 4060 and the 4070 models, they come with an IPS 1920 by 1200 display, 165 Hz. So you do give up quite a bit there. Still 100% of sRGB. So still decent of panel. I think I would still like to have the 2560 by 1600 option there. But obviously it's cheaper too. So it comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM. 4060 retails for about $1,700, and the 4070 model about $2,000. Now Best Buy, at the moment of me recording this, has a sale for $300. Now 300 off of each of those. So it may well come back. So keep your eye open for Best Buy. I will have links in the description below, affiliate links for the laptops there. Now, the only 18-inch laptop I've tested so far was the Alienware 18. Now, I did like the large panel. My eyes aren't getting as good, so I did quite like having that as an option. Now, it did run hot. Now, the cooling on this has liquid metal on the CPU, and it's got 2 Aeroblade metal fans, right? So it's the 5th generation, and 89 blades in each fan. Supposedly it's increases the airflow by, I don't know, 10% or something. So it's supposed to increase the airflow compared to the 4th gen, and I think the way it tunnels and flows the air over the components is better. Now the heat pipes are also being changed. You've got rectangular heat pipes making better contact with the fins. So that I think increases the cooling surface area by about 9%. I think that they said. So that is nice. So I think the cooling should be pretty decent on this. Now it does look nice. Now there's 2 colours. There's Abyss Black and Black. So I guess one is just blacker than the other one. I don't know. But either way, I'm not sure what this is. It's black, right? It's a matte black. So it shouldn't show too much in the way of fingerprints. Now the keyboard, the lid is aluminium. The keyboard deck is also metal. That's aluminium too. That's sort of the same, but underneath is plastic, and that's to help you know, protect you from the heat, because metal will radiate heat more, and also to save a bit of weight. £7 1 ounce, and with a power brick, £9 12 ounces. Alright, so what else do we get? We get a little pamphlet here. Hasn't been opened. You know, normally you get like stickers, warranty information, setup instructions, that type of stuff in there anyhow. Now you'll notice you also get these, magnetic, like ooh, that's cool. Now you might notice here, because the rear air vents, these come off seemingly. I'll work out how to do it, but there you go. And you can just replace them with these. Right, so they're magnetized, right? So you just slot the new ones on there. You got a different color, and that's, by all accounts, what they say is that this is also customizable. You can do different colors. Must be when you order it. You can either have it hand painted or airbrushed. Now I do like the look here. It's like a transparent perspex window into the rear heatsink area. You do have RGB lighting here as well. We'll see in a bit when I turn it on, and that should look quite nice there. So that's nice, makes it a bit different. And I do like the styling. It looks fairly slim, and you know, it's not too heavy. You do have the logo here. You know, it's a subtle logo, not too bad at all. Now you do have for the keyboard, it's mini LED, so that makes it going to be brighter, and it's going to use less power. That's nice, and seemingly also you'll have less of a halo effect, which is good. And you do have a separate number pad. Here you have the mode switch, which is, I think, a first for the Acer laptops. So you can actually finally switch between like turbo, balanced, quiet mode, that type of thing. And also you have like a balance and eco mode, which runs on when you're on battery to save battery life. So that is nice. You've got a mode switch there, because beforehand you had to go into the Nitro Sense software to change that, or Predator Sense, whatever you want to call it these days. And that's activated by pressing obviously the Predator button up here. Now the power button is right over here, which is good, out of the way. It's small power button though. I think I would like to see the bigger one. Speakers, DTS X speakers, so it's very, very good speakers. And each speaker, I believe, is actually a paper cone surrounded by foam, and it's supposed to be a lot better. And you do have 2 microphones. Must be up here. You do have dual microphones there, which pick up simply the sound from, you know, your voice wherever you are in the room, and it also, I think, has noise cancelling there, so it makes it, you know, makes it focus onto your voice, which is great. So we have a 720p webcam, which is a shame. I'd like it to be 1080p. But it does pick up my voice pretty well, and I do have the TV going on in the background. Now I do like the fact that you do have nice big palm rests here. There's no sharp edges. You do have a big trackpad. Feels like it's made of plastic, but I do like that nice big deck there, a nice big keyboard, and the hinges, they feel fairly stiff, so that's not bad at all. On the right hand side, we have 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A ports, one of which features power off charging, and we have of course an air vent and the Kensington lock. On the left we have the combo headphone mic jack. It does support high impedance headsets, that's nice. We have a micro SD card slot. Now, I do wish that was a full size SD card slot. USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A, and the Ethernet jack. So around the back we do have 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports supporting DisplayPort, and you can power the laptop using this. Now I did try a 65 watt USB-C charger. It was a bit underpowered. It did say it was charging, so go for perhaps a 100 watt one. We do have an HDMI 2.1, and we have the power port here for the barrel connector. Here we've got Battlefield 2042. Now I couldn't get MSI Afterburner to show up its display here, which is a shame. So I've got HW info going in. This is on turbo mode. The CPU package is around about 100 degrees, so it is running hot in turbo mode. Let's have a look at the GPU temperature. You know, between 77 and 83 degrees. So let's change this to performance mode. You can actually see the peak temperature. It was 108 degrees, so it was a little bit toasty, wasn't it? Performance mode is actually looking pretty good. So let's compare the watts. The package power, yeah, 65 watts in performance mode. And I've changed it to turbo mode. Still sticking to 65 watts. Here's Dead Space Remake using ultra settings DLSS balanced, and this is turbo mode. CPU on about 83 degrees and the 4080 about 78 degrees. Frame rate is very good, I must say. This is at 2560 by 1600. Fan noise around about 66 decibels. So performance mode, the 3900HX around about 84 degrees, I'd say. RTX 4080 around about 76. Frame rate still looks just as good. And let's measure the fan noise. About 61 decibels. So here we have Cinebench 2024 running at turbo mode, and the PL1 is 140 watts, and it's running about 140 watts and 91 degrees Celsius. So that is not bad at all, really. And we get a score of 1,546 points. So there we have it. Quick first look on the Helios 18. I do like having the 18-inch display. That's the star of the show, of course. Very, very nice. Bright, great colours. Can't go wrong, of course. And also 250 hertz. So 250 hertz mini LED is fantastic. Also, build quality is nice. I didn't notice any problems with that. No, not much in the way of flex or anything. Does show a few smudges, despite it being a matte finish, but it's still pretty nice. Bit of a fancy RGB on the hinge was okay as well. Performance, I think the turbo mode certainly boosted the performance quite nicely. About extra 30 watts on the GPU there in Dead Space Remake. Thermals weren't too bad. Cinebench did quite well there too. Dropped down to about 140 watts, which is pretty decent really, isn't it, for the 3900HX, and it held that nicely. So anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button for the full review. Thank you for watching. Bye now.